Have you ever heard your name whispered ... in the fog? Not by someone you know, but by something that shouldn't exist? Tonight's story is not just about getting lost in the woods. It's about a man who followed the mist and found a woman who wasn't made of flesh and bone, but of memory, longing, and something older than time. Stay with me to uncover the secret of the fog nose. My name, a tale of mystery, seduction, and a place where the line between reality and obsession disappears. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? My name is Ethan. I used to travel the world to escape myself. I'd always blame the city for making me feel so hollow, but the truth was, the silence inside me had nothing to do with skyscrapers. It followed me even into nature, even into forgotten places. That winter, I arrived at Ravenshade. It was a town barely marked on any modern map, nestled between forgotten hills and a silver lake that always seemed to steam. The fog never lifted. The locals said it hadn't for decades. I stayed in a wooden inn run by an old woman who didn't ask questions. That night, as I sat by the frosted window with my notebook, I saw something move across the lake. A figure in white, slow, barefoot, her long hair flowing behind her as though the mist carried it. I blinked. Gone. I chalked it up to fatigue, maybe even wine, but I kept thinking about her, the strange woman. There was something in the way she moved. It didn't feel like a haunting. It felt familiar. The next night, I returned to the same window. I waited. Midnight passed. The lake remained still. But then, at exactly 3:03 a.m., a knock at my door. 3 soft taps. I didn't answer. The next morning, I found a single white hair pressed between the pages of my notebook. I don't remember opening it. On the third night, I walked to the lake. The air felt thicker than before, like breathing memories. And there she was on the other side, just standing, half hidden in the mist. I crossed the small wooden bridge, heart racing, camera forgotten in my bag. As I stepped onto the shore, she turned. Her eyes weren't glowing. There were no jump scares, just sadness, deep, old sadness, like someone who had waited far too long. She whispered, "You left me." I froze. "I don't know you. You promised you'd come back." Before the lake froze again. My breath caught. That sentence, it stirred something. A dream from my childhood. Or maybe it was real. "Who are you?" I asked. She stepped forward. Her hand didn't reach out. It fell softly by her side, trembling. "I am the part of you that you buried here." Images flooded my mind. A girl barefoot, laughing, running through the reeds. Me, younger, 10, 11. I remembered. Her name was Elara. We used to meet at this very lake during summer trips. My first friend. My first something more. But then, there was the storm, the ice, the accident. I ran for help. I slipped. I screamed, but no one came. She'd fallen through the ice, and I never told anyone. I returned home, and the guilt drowned with her. Or so I thought. Now here she was older, ethereal, but still her. "You've carried it long enough," she said, "but you buried it too deep." Tears fell, not just from guilt, but because for the first time in years, I felt real. We sat by the lake until dawn. No words, just breath and memory. When the sun broke through the clouds, she stood. "Ethan," she said, "do not forget me again." And then, like the fog, she was gone. I woke up in my room. My boots were wet. My notebook was open. And in it, her handwriting. "Thank you for remembering. Some say ghosts are spirits. I think they're memories that refuse to be ignored. We don't always need to run from them. Sometimes we need to meet them by the lake, sit with them, let them speak. And maybe, just maybe, they'll stop haunting us and start healing us.